The $100 million watches that never tell time. The billionaire status symbols. What if I told you there are watches in this world so rare, so valuable that telling the time is the least important thing they do? We're talking about pieces worth tens of millions, even over $100 million, not because of their mechanics, not because of their ability to keep time, but because they've become the ultimate status symbols, portable empires locked onto the wrist. Today we explore the world of the $100 million watches that never tell time and uncover why these creations exist, who wears them, and what makes them more than just jewelry, what makes them power, prestige, and history. So why do they exist? Let's begin our journey through the world's most valuable timepieces. Patek Philippe Ref 1518 in stainless steel, 11 million at number 10. We start with a legend. The Patek Philippe Ref from 1518, crafted in stainless steel, fetched over 11 million at auction. Launched during World War II, this wasn't just any watch. It was the world's first perpetual calendar chronograph wristwatch ever made. Only 4 are known to exist in steel, making it one of the rarest creations in horology. What makes it fascinating is the paradox. It's not gold, not diamond encrusted, it's steel. The value comes from rarity, history, and brand prestige. The men who pursue this watch don't care about telling time. They care about owning a piece of history that cements their place in a world of exclusivity. Jacob & Co's Billionaire watch, 18 million. The name says it all. The Billionaire watch by Jacob & Co is valued at 18 million, featuring 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds. It's not subtle, it's a declaration. Every inch of the bracelet and case is paved with flawless stones, arranged in a skeletonized design that reveals the intricate tourbillon movement inside. While technically functional, nobody buys this watch to check the hour. It's a wrist-worn spotlight designed to signal absolute dominance in wealth. When a watch like this enters a room, it does what no smartphone ever could. It makes silence fall, eyes turn, and status speak without a single word. Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona, 18.7 million to next. The Rolex that changed the market forever. Paul Newman's personal Rolex Daytona sold at auction for 18.7 million in 2017, but here's the secret. Its value wasn't in mechanics or materials, it was in provenance. This was a watch connected to history, fame, and a cultural icon. Collectors bid not for steel and gears, but for meaning, and that's the truth behind ultra-expensive watches. They're not about the tick of the second hand, but about what they represent. Timekeeping is irrelevant. Legacy is priceless. Patek Philippe Triple Complication, 23 million at number 7. The Patek Philippe Reference 5208, valued at $23 million. This is a technical monster, featuring a minute repeater, chronograph, and perpetual calendar. Yet, despite its mechanical brilliance, the real value lies in exclusivity. Only a handful were made, and only the most powerful collectors have access to them. The watch is less about its ability to chime the hour, and more about what it means. An unspoken membership card to a secret society of wealth, power, and prestige. Patek Philippe in rose gold. 24 million, another from Patek. The Reference 1518 in rose gold sold for $24 million. This was the very first perpetual calendar chronograph ever put into production. The warmth of rose gold combined with its rarity makes it highly desirable. But again, the irony is clear. Its most valuable feature isn't that it can measure time precisely, but that it connects the owner to a chapter of horological history. At this level, watches are more like manuscripts, artifacts, or paintings. They are owned, displayed, and guarded, but rarely used. Chopard 201 carat watch, $25 million. Now we move into territory where utility completely vanishes. The Chopard 201 carat watch, worth $25 million, is less a watch and more a jeweled explosion. It's encrusted with colored diamonds, including a 15-carat pink diamond, a 12-carat blue diamond, and an 11-carat white diamond. Surrounding these are clusters of yellow and white diamonds, totaling 201 carats in breathtaking brilliance. The watch function? Tiny, hidden behind the blinding stones. Nobody buys this for punctuality. It's a bracelet of unrivaled extravagance that happens to tick. Wearing it is like carrying a portable treasure chest, announcing to the world that luxury here is about spectacle, not seconds. Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillerie 101 Manchette, $26 million, valued at $26 million. This creation from Jaeger-LeCoultre features a tiny movement, the Caliber 101, one of the smallest in the world. But the watch itself is almost irrelevant. The bracelet is what matters, an art form more than a mechanism. Set with hundreds of diamonds and crafted to be worn like jewelry, the Joaillerie 101 Manchette symbolizes wealth in its purest form. Time disappears behind layers of design, as if the hours were swallowed by brilliance. When strapped to a wrist, it isn't about hours or minutes. It's about signaling a lifestyle where the measurement of time is irrelevant, because wealth itself controls time. And this piece is proof that status can outweigh function. Breguet Grande Complication, Marie Antoinette, $30 million at number 3 is a masterpiece with a story. The Breguet Grande Complication. Marie Antoinette, valued at $30 million. Commissioned in 1782 for the French king's court, it took over 40 years to complete, long after both the Queen and Breguet himself had died. The watch features every complication known at the time: perpetual calendar, minute repeater, thermometer, and more, making it an engineering marvel of its era. But here's the irony. Despite its brilliance, it sat unworn for centuries. Its value today comes from its legend, not its function. It embodies the idea that timepieces can outlive time itself, becoming eternal relics that capture ambition, artistry, and human vanity in one object. Graff Diamonds The Fascination, $40 million next. The Graff Diamonds Fascination. Priced at $40 million, it combines watchmaking with gem mastery, pushing jewelry into an entirely new dimension. The centerpiece is a 38.13 carat diamond that can be detached and worn as a ring, turning the watch into a versatile spectacle. Surrounding it are another 152.96 carats of white diamonds, each shimmering like frozen fragments of light. The watch dial is almost invisible, tucked into a sea of brilliance and hardly noticed by anyone. The fascination isn't designed to mark time, it's designed to freeze it, a spectacle that says, time bends to those who can afford it, and beauty itself becomes currency when worn on the wrist. Graff Diamonds Hallucination, $55 million finally. The crown jewel, the Graff Diamonds Hallucination, worth $55 million. The single most expensive watch ever made, and truly a piece beyond imagination. It features 110 carats of rare colored diamonds, each meticulously cut and set into a dazzling bracelet that resembles a rainbow crystallized into gemstones. The dial is tiny, almost laughable in its simplicity, overshadowed by the kaleidoscope of gems that seem to dance with every flicker of light. This watch doesn't measure hours, it measures wealth. It's not a tool, it's a declaration that the wearer operates on a level of reality most of us will never even glimpse. To own it is to say that time itself becomes irrelevant in the presence of such opulence. Beyond watches, why they exist, now comes the real question: why? Why would anyone pay $50 million for a watch that can't be read in the dark? That tells time worse than a $10 digital Casio. The answer is simple: status. At this level, watches are trophies. They are proof of victory in the unspoken competition of wealth. They're wearable assets, safe haven investments, and conversation pieces that open doors to circles money alone can't enter. For billionaires, it's never about time. It's about timelessness. From Patek Philippe legends to Graff's diamond masterpieces, these watches prove a simple truth. The most expensive timepieces in the world aren't about seconds or minutes. They're about power, legacy, and the ability to own what no one else can. So here's the question: if money were no object, would you buy a $100 million watch that never tells time? Or would you stick to something practical? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of ultimate status symbols.